Welcome everyone to our channel Brain Drain, where we bring you exciting and informative things every day. Gaming is not only a form of escapism, but also a way to explore other worlds while sharpening your skills in a more imaginative way. Today, we're going to let you know about the top 10 most searched video games in Google. First on our list today is Roblox, which was searched 93 million times. Roblox has been around since 2006, making it 15 years old. The game was originally called Dynablox, which we think Roblox has a nice ring to it, don't you think? It's an online game platform and game creation system developed by Roblox Corporation. The game was created back in 2004 by David BIZZARD and Eric Castle, and then was released in 2006. The idea came from a 2D physics simulator David BIZZARD made. There is an interesting bit of fact. The currency in Roblox is called Robux, which allows players to buy various items, and are obtained by purchases with real currency and plenty of other ways which we're not going to get into right now. Another thing to mention is that you can make your games on Roblox. The most popular games are played by up to 100,000 people simultaneously. An annual survey of 20,000 British children suggested that 24% of 10 to 12-year-olds played Roblox. Well, now you know why kids can't seem to put down their devices. Pet Simulator Adopt Me is the most popular Roblox game of all time, with over 23.78 billion visits as of July 2021. That's 3 times the population of the whole entire world. Roblox occasionally hosts real-life and virtual events. They have in the past hosted events such as BlockCon, which was a convention for ordinary players on the platform. If you didn't know, there's a Roblox University. For children who are serious about building games and various elements inside, Roblox has published a series of videos on YouTube which they've dubbed Roblox University. Unlike some games where you have to pay to play, you can enjoy Roblox for free. You can find it on the Play Store and on the Apple Store as well. Next on this list is Minecraft with 28 million. It doesn't matter whether you've played the game, it's most likely that you've heard the name Minecraft at least once in your life. In 2009, Swedish programmer and designer Marcus Persson embarked on his journey to create a sandbox game, one that allows for free and organic exploration of a virtual world for the launch of his new company, Mojang AB. The very first version of the game was created in just 6 days. It wasn't until the 18th of November 2011 that what the company considered its first full version was released. Did you know Minecraft was nearly called something else? Well, at its initial stage it was referred to as Cave Game before the creator finally settled on Minecraft, the name we all know and love. There are 5 different game modes in Minecraft. There's Survival Mode, Hardcore Mode, Creative Mode, Adventure Mode and Spectator Mode. A fun fact that one day in Minecraft is about 20 minutes in real life. So how long do you think a year would take? Well, a little over 5 days, I guess. Whew, that's enough math for one day. If you're wondering about the appeal of this game, we're here to inform you that it's not just a game, but could be considered a mind food as well. A Swedish school called Victor Rydberg Secondary School incorporated Minecraft into the curriculum of all 13-year-olds in 2013. A teacher said that students learn about city planning, environmental issues, getting things done, and even how to plan for the future. Minecraft has sold 238 million copies worldwide, making it the most sold video game ever. In third on this list is Fortnite with 15 million views. Fortnite is one of the most popular games in the world right now, and it's the most popular battle royale game right now. It's taken the gaming industry by storm and became part of pop culture so rapidly, spawning streamers like Ninja. The game was first teased by Epic Games in 2011 at the Spike TV Video Game Awards. It was primarily described as a world where you explore, you scavenge, you build, and ultimately you survive. 4 years later, Epic finally allowed players of the press to play an hour-long demo. The game wasn't released in full until July of 2017, with Fortnite Battle Royale getting released in September of that year. Its first 3 weeks in the Apple App Store brought in $15 million. Despite the fact that it is not the focal point of the game, it does depict a world in which 98% of the human population has disappeared. And those that remain face constant threat from zombies called husks that descend from the sky. You play as one of the survivors, and your task is to complete various objectives, such as defending other survivors from the husks and rebuilding civilization. There's a Fortnite World Cup with a $30 million prize pool. In July of 2019, 16-year-old North American East player finished with 59 points and won a prize of $3 million. According to Play Counter, Fortnite has about 4.8 million players right now. As the largest chunk of the game's audience lives in American time zones, this fluctuates depending on the time of the day. Now, fourth on our list is PUBG, with 8.3 million searches. PlayerUnknown's Battleground, or PUBG, is not a name that needs any kind of introduction. It's been a worldwide sensation since its launch in the year 2017. The game has seen an exponential amount of exposure, which further increased when it was announced for smartphones. The original developers of PUBG, BLUEHOLE Incorporated, launched the game with $0 allocated to budgeting. PUBG's grand success came purely off community-driven hype and word of mouth. To do this, PUBG took advantage of the Battle Royale craze. At the time, Arma 3 and H1Z1 were the only true Battle Royale options. PUBG paved the road for today's mainstream Battle Royale titles of Fortnite and Apex Legends. In 2017, PUBG broke the record for concurrent players with over 1.3 million players online at once. It continued to break its own record throughout the year, hitting over 3 million concurrent players in December 2017. This record has been broken by other games such as Fortnite in the time since, but PUBG set the foundation. Before getting to the next game, here's a fun fact for those who didn't know the PlayerUnknown is a real person. The mystery man behind the iconic Battle Royale goes by the name of Brendan Green. PlayerUnknown was the gaming alias Green used when he famously developed the Battle Royale mods for Arma 3 and H1Z1. Now in 5th place for this list is Valorant with 6.5 million searches. Before its official release, it was in development since 2014. Riot announced Valorant as Project A during its League of Legends 10-year anniversary stream in October 2019. Then it took the gaming world by storm when it was released on June 2nd, 2020. Later, it swiftly established itself as a major title in the esports scene. Brimstone and Viper are two of the earliest members of the Valorant protocol and worked to set up the current organisation. Valorant is a team-based first-person shooter set in the near future. The setting of the game is that the world and its government quickly start to change after a catastrophic event that takes place sometime in our future. Alongside its geopolitical effects, the event also gives certain hypernatural powers to certain individuals. This is how agents, the players, first got their abilities, and how the in-game organisation Valorant came into existence. According to Valorant executive producer Anna Donlan, the game has 14 million monthly average players, making it one of the most successful free-to-play shooters. This number was confirmed in June 2021, and assuredly it's only gone up since then. Now 6th place on our list is GTA with 2.9 million searches. Rockstar's Grand Theft Auto will celebrate its 25 years this year. It's the 5th best-selling series with 355 million units as of September 31st, 2021. By far the biggest entry in the series is Grand Theft Auto 5, with 155 million units sold. Although many of the ideas and traditions of the game are taken for granted today, it's undeniable the original game cast a huge influence over modern games still now. The gameplay takes players to an open world, where the story progresses as the players complete missions. They're also rewarded for participating in side missions, which is admittedly as entertaining as the main story. It's a whole new imaginative world that's somehow not so different than the one we live in, although it's a bit exaggerated sometimes. The series has been critically acclaimed and frequently ranked among the greatest video games of all time. Although we're eagerly expecting a new entry to the series, nothing has been confirmed by Rockstar as of yet. In 2021, the trilogy of the series, which includes Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, has been remastered for a new generation. Now at 7th place we have COD with 2.6 million searches. Call of Duty is a first-person shooter video game franchise published by Activision. The first entry to the series was released in 2003, and by August 2006, it had sold 790,000 copies and earned $29.6 million in the US alone. As of April 2021, the Call of Duty series has generated more than 400 million lifetime unit sales, making it one of the best-selling and top-grossing video game franchises worldwide. The most recent entry in the series is Call of Duty Vanguard, which was released on November 5th, 2021. Despite being somewhat satisfactory and having the worst launch of the franchise according to certain sales reports, it still accounted for the top 2 selling slots of the year according to the MPD group, with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War snagging the second spot. Call of Duty, at its primary stage, had World War II for its setting. As the series has progressed though, they decided to introduce a new modern setting with Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, which was released in 2007. Where earlier games of the series were universally acclaimed, some of the recent installments have mostly failed to garner their former glory. Now in 8th place is Animal Crossing with 1.4 million searches. When it comes to core Nintendo games, Animal Crossing is bound to appear on the list. It's become a phenomenon since its Western debut on the Nintendo GameCube way back in 2002. The game was actually made for the Nintendo 64, but that version of the game never got its worldwide release, since the N64 was nearing the end of its lifespan around the same time as Animal Crossing was released in Japan. Instead, we got the GameCube version. Animal Crossing was inspired by Katsuya Eguchi's experiences from his earlier days, when he was a 21-year-old graduate who'd taken the decisive step of moving to the Chiba Prefecture in Japan, where he'd grown up and studied, to Nintendo's headquarters in Kyoto. He wanted to recreate the feeling of being alone in a new town, away from friends and family. To think, a game that was inspired by the loneliness of moving to a new town has now become one of Nintendo's most successful and beloved franchises. With the 5th entry in the series, Animal Crossing New Horizons, which was released in 2020, it's officially sold more than 32.63 million copies as of March 31st, 2021. Now in 9th place, we have World of Warcraft with 870,000 searches. It is highly unlikely that you haven't heard of the Warcraft franchise at least once. It's a massively multiplayer online role-playing game released in 2004 by Blizzard Entertainment. It's the 4th released game set in the Fantasy Warcraft universe. World of Warcraft takes place within the Warcraft world of Azeroth, approximately 4 years after the events at the end of Blizzard's previous Warcraft release, Warcraft 3: The Frozen Throne. World of Warcraft holds a Guinness World Record for the most popular MMORPG by subscribers. In January 2014, Blizzard announced that more than 100 million accounts had been created over the game's lifetime. A fascinating fact about the game is that it has been considered to process the ability to boost a person's cognitive function, a piece of data that was established in computers in human behavior through a study done in the year 2012. If you want to deeply engulf yourself in the world of Azeroth, or just have a keen interest in exploring it, you can visit World Joyland, an unlicensed theme park inspired by Warcraft that's located in Changzhou, China. And finally, in 10th place on this list is League of Legends with 546,000 searches. League of Legends is often referred to as League. It's a very puzzling game, so there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Developed and published by Riot Games, League of Legends was released in 2009. It features a team-based competitive game mode based on strategy and outplaying opponents. One of the main goals is to destroy enemy structures like turrets, heavy fortifications that attack enemy units on sight. Despite the long-standing rivalry between Dota and LoL, the two share the same architect. Steve Feek was the original designer for popular games like Warcraft 3 mod's Defense of the Ancients. Steve was later on scouted by Riot Games to work on their MOBA game League of Legends. He's credited as one of the 3 original creators of the game. This incredibly popular MOBA is one of the most played esports every year. Professional teams exist across the world, playing in tournaments with multi-million-dollar prizes at stake. It is a game that's enjoyed by over 117 million players in the world, and has one of the largest player bases in the world. The game has an average of 80 million monthly players, with 27 million of those people playing daily. That is a seriously dedicated fan base. Thank you guys for watching. Let us know your opinions down in the comments section. Be safe, and I'll see you in the next one.